Hi there, my name is Samuel and welcome back to another video where today we should be taking a look at the set 7957 of Sith Nightspeeder, which does include 214 pieces, and this did originally retail for £26.25 and I presume €25, and this was released back in 2011, and this one is one of the original Clone Wars Lego Star Wars sets, and this is a really awesome Lego set. I have to admit, I was never into the Clone Wars. I only watched it throughout lockdown after Disney Plus's release here in England, so that is kind of what took me a while, but this is always a set I've known about its existence, and I've always loved the minifigures. I always thought it was cool to have the yellow Maul, as I call him, or now as I know him as Savage Opress. And this set I did get at the end of last year. I got this really cheap on like a bidding war, so that was really cool. So yeah, let's jump straight into it, but take a look at those pretty good minifigures. Some not, some good, so let's get straight to it. So taking a look at one of the first Lego Star Wars Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker minifigures, straight off the bat you can actually notice potentially I did actually have the wrong head in the intro. I had just one of the original clone face sets because when I got it the seller kind of gave me the wrong head, which isn't really too much of an issue. But taking a look at the minifigure, it's only going to be a quick look. These minifigures honestly aren't that good. You can see the body printing, which does look okay, the Jedi robes, and the back printing, which is actually a little bit, and the face, you've just got this horrible face. Like, why did Lego do this? Honestly, I really don't get why. Like, it really makes me more excited to get other like Clone Wars stuff remade, and also makes me more excited that when they do it, they'll also fix Indiana Jones, because that I think wasn't as bad, but I mean that definitely needs an update. At least this minifigure has been around a little bit longer and had a few more updates. For that is Anakin. Next up, we have Savage Opress, which honestly, this minifigure is so surprising. Why has this not been remade? In every Lego set, we've actually never had him once since this set. To me, I don't understand how he was quite the popular character from what I've heard and everything like that. So the fact that we've never seen him since is insane. You can see we have the lightsaber, which does look a little bit grainy, but yeah, this is such a cool one. You can see his axe and everything like this set, as well as some others, definitely have to be remade. Would you be interested in me doing like a top 10 Lego Star Wars Clone Wars remake set list? Because that is one I just thought of, and I'd love to make that kind of video. But anyway, taking a look at the Savage, you can see his face print, which honestly, it doesn't again look that good. It just looks really squished and just doesn't fit it really well or anything like that. You can see the little crown part on the top, which does look pretty awesome. But then moving on down to his actual like body armor, his body armor I think looks really awesome. Like, I feel like they've done a good job, and his body printing with like all his painted tattoos and all of that looks really awesome. Like, I think this minifigure is done really well for the time. I have to admit, it is done definitely quite an exceptional minifigure, I would say, for the time. But it's definitely a shame that we haven't had a remake since. Taking a look at Asajj Ventress herself, you can see what she looks like. Again, another minifigure that I think we've only seen 2 or 3 more times. We've got an original Clone Wars, like the 2002, I believe, version, and we got that in 2015. So that was kind of cool, but again, it's disappointing. But I think with Bad Batch and potentially maybe, well, Lego doing more Season 7 the Clone Wars sets, I feel like we will get a new rendition of a very, well, much better version very soon. But yeah, you can see what she looks like. She does look okay. Savage is definitely the best figure of this set, but this is still a really awesome one to have. But yeah, I'm really thinking of ideas now for like doing a list about Clone Wars that should be remade, which definitely includes her for the minifigure category. Now let's go on to the main build of this set. So taking a look at the main Sith Nightspeeder itself, you can see what it looks at, which honestly, this is such a unique build. Like, I really love the look of it. It just looks so unique with these like 3 little pods. You've got the center one, then you've got the 2 on these like ones that actually attach and everything, detach rather. This honestly just looks really cool. So if we actually move on around to the side, you can see we have these printed parts, which those look really awesome. I like the quality of them. You've got the sticker, which, yeah, this was second hand, so that's why the sticker isn't perfectly aligned. Though I did actually manage to switch one of them up, which was really bad, in a bad place, which I thought I'd have to replace, which thankfully I managed to fix. But moving on around, you can see what it looks like. Honestly, this I just think looks really cool. You can see we have a little button at the back, which this has actually got a flick fire missile, but that was sort of when they was like sort of in between. I guess it was a few years before. What I mean by that is that you could literally just press this in and it would fire out. So it's sort of like a flick fire spring-loaded missile, because it has like the same kind of like force and projection. But there you can see that, well, it's actually a Star Wars ability there, force projecting. But yeah, you can see this, which honestly I think that is really cool. And one of the main features of this is that you can actually detach the bike. So quite simply, it's a play feature that I really don't think that they would do this day and age. But you simply can kind of just like push it forward, or you can unclip it. Depends what one you want to do. I generally push it forward, but I don't think, yeah, that is what you're meant to do. You're not meant to unclip it, I don't believe anyway. But then taking a look at the actual bike without those, it looks really weird. Like, it doesn't look as good, obviously not. You can see we have a little flick fire missiles, which honestly, it's so weird to see these again, which I just think is really cool seeing them back here. And we still get them originally. I don't think they're actually fully returned, because every now and again you see them return in a set or 2. But yeah, that is what this part looks like. Honestly, it looks so weird, but again, it doesn't look that bad at all. You can see there's a little like red and parts on the inside, but still looks really awesome. Then if we quickly, taking a look at the bike that Asajj was sitting on, you can see what it looks like, but just honestly, it looks really awesome. You can see the little handle at the front and just this little seat, which I love the way that they sit in the middle. Just looks so unique, and the fact that they've made it quite a thinner bike, which is so unique. Like Lego, like especially Ninjago, making bikes that are like 7 star wide, you know, that's maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but you get my point. So it's a really cool build, and it's just so unique. You can see that there, the way it all runs down. So that is what that one looks like. And then if we can move on to Asajj, as you can see him sitting there, which is quite hard to get the minifigures out, but if they're holding one hand, it's much easier. You can see that this is practically the same. The front is really the only difference. Yeah, that looks really cool. But if you actually look at these side by side, actually, we can take a look at this little element, which I believe that is a sticker. Again, a little bit wonky. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but there you can see that, which is pretty cool. So really, the only difference is that the front is different. Apart from that, I don't believe anything else is different. So that is this set. Now let's go on to my final thoughts on this really awesome set. So there we have it. I hope you did enjoy this review. Overall, this set still honestly is fantastic. It really lives up to my expectations. It is really cool. You know, may have noticed there were some cracks on the minifigures, but that really isn't a problem. That doesn't affect my opinion on this set, because yeah, this set in my opinion is a really good set. I love the build. It's really unique. The color scheme is a little bit dull, but this time it just works really well because it's really accurate and it's quite unique. So yeah, I think this is a really good set. It's really disappointing that this is the only set we have Savage Opress, but hey, I think we'll get him eventually. In fact, I think we will actually get him, I want to say within the next 5 years, maybe this decade, but who exactly knows, because actually it was 2011, so no, it wouldn't be 10 years. Well, it's been 10 years. That is insane to think about. But yeah, I hope and think we will get him eventually at some point soon, and a new Asajj eventually. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. What do you think on this set? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and until tomorrow, if you do, I'll see you there. Bye for now.